Kerala, a mystical and ethereal state of India. When I first came here as an immigrant from Hyderabad and Calcutta, I was so shocked. It was and still is one of the most beautiful states of India. But the people, culture, language, and most importantly, the history, it speaks for itself with communities from different backgrounds, religions, and even nationalities living here in peace and tolerance of the highest kind. But it sure is God's own country, and I'll tell you why. Well, I used to wonder why a lot during my initial years of moving here. The thing is, I faced a lot of bullying back in my school days while living in Calcutta due to my religious background. But when I got to Kerala, I was shocked that not only was I accepted, but I was even admired and cared for by people who were complete strangers. So, I, being a super huge fan of history, started doing all kinds of research. With that came into the picture the first Jews from the southernmost modern day Spain, followed by the Baghdadi Jews. But honestly, I love the part which claims that the Jews in Kerala trace their history back to the time of King Solomon. After the destruction of the first temple and the siege of Jerusalem, the Arab Jewish exiles landed in Kodungalur, an ancient town located in the coastal area of modern day Trichur. But the real records started appearing after the destruction of the second temple, and there we have the first Jews in a place that most people never even heard of. Like I said, they were mostly from modern day Spain and Iraq. Then what happened with Christianity? How is it connected to the same town in Kerala? Well, one of the first apostles of Yeshua Messiah, or Jesus as he is known in Latinized Europe and other colonies, first came to, yep, you guessed it, Kodungalur. Saint Didymus from Syria, or Thoma as the Latinized name, spoke and performed miracles in this small town, and that's how the first Christians were claimed to have happened in Kerala. In fact, many Malayali Christians even learn Old Syriac to read out the Holy Scriptures, as I have myself experienced when visiting Christian celebrations. Now, the last of the West Asian religions, Islam and its connection to Kerala. Yep, you guessed it right again. It happened in Kodungalur. The legend says that one of the Chera kings gave up his throne and traveled to Arabia, where he met with Prophet Muhammad and converted to Islam in 629 CE, which is way before any of the Asian countries converted to Islam. He returned back to Kerala and built the first ever mosque in India. This claim could also mean that the first converts to Islam without violence predominant in other West Asian countries happened here first. The funnier thing is, most of the North Europe and East Asia had not even heard of these West Asian religions, and having traded with ancient Kerala for some thousands of years, it does not come as a surprise. Black pepper, cinnamon, ginger, teak, and ivory used to be quite the demand by the same South Europeans who conveniently had forgotten the path to India to take another route to reach Americas. If you like this video, do give me a follow. You would see the next episode would speak about what happened to Europeans who seemingly wanted to take a new path to India that resulted in the worldwide colonization and gave birth to racism, capitalism, and imperialism that we see in modern times. Thank you for watching.